Okay, so in this video segment, this is going to be video number 10. I just completed splicing these wires here, and the reason for the splicing is because I'm using two separate speed controls, the electric bike or electric scooter speed controls, to control the independent motors, hoverboard motors, that I took apart from my just a regular hoverboard. Actually, the one I'm using in this particular project, the wheels are 10 inches and they're inflatable, so they're pneumatic wheels, so they're really nice wheels. Not your typical hoverboard, because most of the typical hoverboards are just the ones with the hard wheels, and they're more aimed at somebody that's not too heavy, young kids, young adults, that type of for that type of weight specification. So these are already done, and all I have to do is come back and cut these ends here, and now start attaching the proper terminals, to match the connectors on the speed controls. So I'm going to do that next. This is quite a bit. It's a bit laborious to do this, because you have to cut the wires. And luckily, I had this cable here. I had a good amount of this cable here. I still have some additional cable left over that I'm going to be doing my other go-kart, the yellow one, the racing go-kart. That one I just did it quickly with just individual wires connections, but this makes a lot more a needed installation, and also it's a lot easier when you have a cable that's all together. These are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 wires here per cable here, and it makes, like I said, installation a lot easier once you start doing what I'm doing here, splicing them, so that I can run the controllers in parallel. To all the connections need to be done in parallel in order to control both speed controls at the same time via one switch at the other end of this cable, or one button switch, or a key activation, or throttle control, etc. So, but like I said, it is a bit laborious, to do this type of soldering and connections and splicing. But that's done. I just wanted to capture this on video, even though it's not very much. I mean, I'm not showing something out of this world here. It's just making splices, soldering. But it is part of this project, and I wanted to keep it consistent as I'm working on these things on a daily basis. So this is what I'm working on. My next step is going to be to cut these terminations right here at the center, and start, like I said, putting in the connectors to match the speed controls. Once that's done, I'll put this on the go-kart and work on the other end of these cables, which need to be connected with spade lugs, to the individual switches. We're talking about switches, switches like this one here. This is an old messed up switch, but these come with these type of lugs here, or tabs, and then instead of soldering, it's a lot more convenient to just put a matching female spade lug connector there. So that's what will be on this other end of this cable here. Very similar to the way I did my go-kart, the one that's built with 1.5 inch square tubing, steel tubing. So I did the same thing. I ran 2 of these cables, and I started doing basically the same thing that I'm showing here, terminating the other end, these connectors. So it's a lot easier to disconnect and reconnect things, and trace any issues that could arrive, from doing these connections. But if you're on track, if you make yourself a schematic of all these things the way they're supposed to be connected, there's less chance of anything being misconnected. So this is where I'm at right now. This is done. This will be part of the wiring section of this go-kart. Stay tuned for the continuation of this series of videos.